Welcome to Gauteng, one of the 9 provinces in South Africa. It is the smallest, yet the wealthiest and most populous in the country. Occupying about 1.4% of the total land surface of South Africa, it generates more than 10% of Africa's gross domestic product and nearly 40% of South Africa's GDP. It is also responsible for 25% of the country's mineral wealth. 5 key benefits make Gauteng an attractive business and investment destination. The size and financial muscle of the economy on the African continent, its highly competitive environment, its sophisticated world-class infrastructure, its strategic importance as a launchpad into Africa, and its quality of life.
From 1994, with many other changes, we've got stable democracy, not just in terms of voting and elections once every couple of years, but that business can be sure that there is certainty about the political policies that we're going to take by responding to the needs of people, whether it's water, electricity, transport, notwithstanding whether it's local government or provincial government that needs to be able to look at those kind of issues.
GEDA, the Gauteng Economic Development Agency, is charged with marketing, attracting and facilitating foreign investment to the province. GEDA is a trusted partner to business and investors, big and small, tasked to augment government's business-friendly policies. Since its inception, GEDA has facilitated more than 5 billion rand of foreign direct investment in Gauteng. Business is booming, and the attractive growth rate of 6% on average year-on-year since 2002, allowing the entrepreneur substantial confidence. The world knows well the dominance of the Johannesburg Stock Exchange, listing more than 400 companies with a market value in excess of 1.9 trillion rand. But much of Gauteng's growth is due to the normalization and regeneration that has occurred, bringing new opportunities with it. Not least the boom in black middle-class spending power, resulting in strong consumer confidence and spending. Today, South Africa is a stable environment, both fiscal and political, and a renewed confidence and entrepreneurial spirit is emerging. Gauteng is a highly competitive environment. The province is realizing its goal to double its capital investment rate from 2.5% to 4.7% by the year 2007. Labor productivity has grown at an average of 2.6% a year since 1996, largely due to capital-intensive growth and skills development. Focused on free enterprise, development strategies have shaped the evolution of the province from manufacturing to high-value-added services. The GDS, or Growth and Development Strategy, is aimed at leveraging the strength of the service sector and turning the province into a service-driven economy. Gauteng is the biggest financial services center in Africa, with more than 70 foreign banks. The recent acquisition of a 56.4% stake in Absa Bank by Barclays PLC is valued at 30 billion rand of foreign direct investment. The deal has crowned South Africa's growing investor and business confidence.
Well, we think that Gauteng is fast becoming the financial services capital of Africa. So it's important for us to have a stable home here, and for us to invest 30 billion is of course a huge amount of money for us. But we think the future is here, and we're looking forward to Gauteng and South Africa remaining our home and developing for the future.
The automotive industry overall has grown over the last decade, with BMW South Africa, Ford Motor Company of South Africa, Fiat and Nissan committed long-term to the province.
BMW is strongly committed to this province. I think our plant in Roslin is currently the technologically most advanced plant in the Southern Hemisphere, and it's situated in Gauteng.
It is truly a world-class manufacturing environment, but on top of that, it offers, I think, a logistics value proposition which is beneficial not only for the component manufacturers, but also obviously for the assemblers.
Development strategies are successfully resulting in primary manufacturing being transformed into high value-added and labor-absorbing manufacturing, especially in agro-processing and steel. Beneficiation of mineral ore is also a key drive. The only gold and platinum refineries in the country are in Ekurhuleni.
Blue IQ has been licensed by the Department of Trade and Industry to form an industrial development zone focused on light industrial manufacturing for export purposes.
This focus on smart industries in the province extends to opportunities in information communication technologies, pharmaceutical, scientific research and biotechnology.
And so for companies interested in investing in South Africa, the idea of joining a community where one can learn about the opportunities that exist, partner with local expertise, and combine strengths becomes a very viable proposition.
Of course, one of the most successful global innovators has operated in Gauteng for more than 50 years.
We as Sasol see the growth slightly differently. We use Gauteng as a springboard, and we want to spring from here to China, to India, United States, Europe, because it is the best springboard you can find.
60% of the country's 410 call centers are based in Gauteng and cost 30 to 35% less to operate in South Africa compared to the USA or UK.
That when investors come and they want to invest within Gauteng, in the contact center industry, there's skills available. There's people that are already trained. There's people that have experience. There's people that have worked in the contact center, understand the culture and the technology within contact centers.
Gauteng boasts the highest skilled workforce in the country, many of whom are tertiary educated and globally minded. 6 universities and most of South Africa's research and development facilities are located in the province.
By virtue of our mandate, we have got to conduct work that is directed at solving problems that may not necessarily be an immediate issue for industry now, but that may be an issue in 10 years, 15 years' time, taking a long-term view.
The province employs 20% of the country's workers, with purchasing power 64% higher than the national average. From a consumer market perspective, Gauteng's population earns the highest income and is the largest consumer in the country. The province offers the perfect springboard for new brands and products to enter the South African market and into the continent. Gauteng has a sophisticated telecommunications, road, rail and air transport infrastructure that connects the province to major cities in the country and the rest of Africa. The most sophisticated infrastructure in Africa ensures business the perfect supply chain and risk management platform.
As far as the 97 billion rand that Eskom will be spending over the next 5 years to support the infrastructure is concerned, we are currently engaged in building several new power stations, a pump storage facility, a new coal-fired power station, open cycle gas turbines that will be commissioned in the early months of 2007, as well as concluding the business cases for additional coal-fired capacity and new nuclear capacity. This is then supported by major investments in transmission infrastructure, which will ensure that that generation capacity is able to be delivered to customers reliably and to sustain high levels of quality.